contemplating some things in my head rather than wrangling again. Which brings you to the last video when I was talking about a divine introspection of a prerequisite divine solitude contemplation when I was looking for preference. They're trying to find the right word that wouldn't have seriously serious. Some English words are like smashy, fucking clutty, rage festy outcomes. So solitude, peace and harmony. One might think of the word that would relate to a jurisdiction, a prerequisite requirement of a principle of an outcome. So, but the funny thing in my head, I had an idea for some kind of like, well, there we go. There was an idea, which is probably how would that work? I had an idea for sort of like a movie or something to explain something. Okay, let's say there's a movie about some troubled young guy who realizes that in a previous incarnation he was the samurai top dog, the samurai king or something, and he's troubled. At the same time, all his Chinese medicine doctors refuse him raw wolfia serpentina, and he's aware don't talk about the Shaolin temples and raw wolfia serpentina. And at the same time, if there's any Chinese people online, it's kind of endearing and strange and funny, isn't it? Well, what was that about? How irrational? I'm not sure if it's good or it's just kind of funny. But at the same time, on the Western necros, he's got some divine purpose to contemplate for a moment. And so all the Western necros are hooked up with the local Chinese medicine factory, and it's like at the same time, you got some Western necro rock up at his door when he's in the moment of contemplating the samurai king who's known to pull lethal blades at any particular moment. You got some transparent necro pedophile clutter your door going. And all the Western necros are going, it's like, yeah, so for a Western necro, Vlad Dracula's cousin, and it's like, he jumps in Vlad Dracula's cousin's face to give him a Chinese. He's giving a Chinese greeting. I can't quite do it right. They're all Chinese now, because he was a bit mad because he won, and at the same time, which is even fucking worse, his rational introspection and contemplation for the moment. Let's get this right, Your Honour, because I don't have any solid proof that every Chinese medicine doctor, or if the fact of the samurai temples of the samurai temples supposed to be 2.5 people, if they're under threat by a Western necro pedophile class staring their faggot face kind of shit over the border or something, would engage with that. We've got some serious altercations now to get the point. We've got it more like and have some right moves jumping in, but with the raw wolfia serpentina, I won't jump to accusations in the moment there. All that shit is kind of, how irrational, what is that about? And it's funny, it's like, I'm kind of obliterated in my mind. I might just think this is funny for a moment, have no idea what and how that fits together, and I don't really care to try and figure it out. So supposedly the Shaolin temples, 2.5 guys would have done that. I don't know how it worked, but the point is, it's like, let's just figure it out, because the chance that Chinese medicine shop might not have had raw wolfia serpentina. What do they call that there? They might not even know about it, like that green dHaar thing, and I have every right to pause on that and acknowledge that in my mind to say, hey, let's get this right. What do they call it in China if you want to get raw wolfia serpentina? What do they call it in Jamaica? Why am I thinking fug grass or something? Because there's a different variety in Jamaica or Africa. restless. Come on. They're jumping in, trying to criticise him because he acknowledged the fact and he's trying to work to kind of step over that, as what would they call it there, if you forgive me for a second. No, I was supposed to say. Is there anything else? But the idea was, if you want to criticise me again, the idea was for like a concept for a fantasy fiction about something. I didn't bring that up before. I think that one is a funny movie. I don't like to think somehow they skirt some shit in that might appeal to a wider audience at some points. Because at one point there was an ice cream van, relatively harmless. At the point I watched that, it seemed alright. The main guy, which was Ghost Dog, he's some weird recluse, wall clacky, of course. It's like, yeah, wall clacky, yeah, good on ya. He's in my mood. It's a point of introspection. It's like for everyone's best interest. It's like, let's have some divine introspection, the moment to contemplate the outcome here of actually acknowledge something that's in everyone's best interest in their point of they're not. Everything is quite what it's meant to be. That I acknowledge something. I might jump in on something and say, hang on, I jumped in on something. I'm gonna address that, acknowledge the fact that there's other shit that might be jumping in this thing. Out of character shit. A lot of shit out of character, right? But I suppose Ghost Dog is like, he's a weird recluse, has a book, a special book that he really admires something about the book. About, what's it called? Ghost lives above the world, like he's got some rooftop apartment, he likes pigeons, homing pigeons, alongside a flock of birds in a homemade shack on the roof of a abandoned building, guided by the words of an ancient samurai text. Yamamoto Tsunetomo's Hagakure. So the samurai text. Ghost Dog is a professional killer able to dissolve into the night and move through the city unnoticed. When Ghost Dog's code is dangerously betrayed by a dysfunctional mafia family that occasionally employ him, he reacts strictly in accord with the way of the samurai. Does that contradict anything? If he acts in accord with the way the samurai is, he's absorbed in the philosophy enough that you could put it that way. Yeah, I did recognise that some Buddhist texts are really fucking confusing. I need a couple of weeks off. Nah, that's really confusing. Reacts strictly in accordance with the way of the samurai. Ghost Dogs, because and that's not the Ghost Dog words. We're like two ancient tribes. In Ghost Dog's words, we are like two ancient tribes, both almost extinct. Ancient tribes both almost extinct, and everything seems to be changing around us. And the blue. So I sneak and shit in because he at one point in the movie he's finished with the book, and there was a young girl. There's a young girl, no description, whatever. He used to hang out with an ice cream vendor, something. He used to go into the ice cream vendor. He might have met the girl at the ice cream vendor, just some random young girl. Doubt it was a setup. And he ended up giving the book to the girl, and not long later, the mafia family assassinated him. So I don't care about the spoilers. It's an alright movie. This is an alright movie. The mafia family shot him. He gave his book to the young girl. I think he gave the book to the young. Was at the ice cream van. Mafia family came and fucking popped him off. Don't know why. I don't know why I referenced some issue with his home, his pigeons. I don't know. And I don't like to think if I watch it again and saying about this book if they did sneak any dodgy shit in association to the young girl, the ice cream vendor, or otherwise other factors that apparently are even worse than imagined that I would have been aware of that was fucking bad anyway. So there's when I was growing up, apparently they banned one club because that was pretty bad. There's something that's fucking disgusting. No, okay. I like the Egypt one. The songs on it mainly, and I think she looks great. And then it goes into She Kissed a Girl, and that's pretty funny. Except I feel a little bit embarrassed saying about catapulting a cat to destroy the pyramids. Reference was something I wasn't right. I don't think I should criticise that. Same time making up for it that I didn't like the way the camera sort of had trouble zooming in and out to make sure you didn't see her bum twice. The second time it's like it's obvious, like they're trying to it looked like the camera struggled. I did double check and stuff, maybe, and but then in I Kissed a Girl kind of makes it kind of funny because they dress up and but that's pretty bad. Some of my behaviour online, it's week on week. In the previous video, there's two abominations I was avoiding. One is the clock time. Now, what did you say? They want fancy globby lingo. And why was I specifying and anticipating if that gloggy fucking lingo about everyone's welfare, salvation, including it hasn't been defined as a boy or a girl that might appear more? Wow, I was anticipating that. Okay, be careful of the descriptive passages, of the descriptive words to say they were boys. Male client somehow spawned itself when actual girls were they might have been amused, I don't know specifically, might have been interested in the appearance of a clock on a rock face, and somehow a boy spawned. But what is an actual clock? And everyone's talking about pendulums don't necessarily have an exact resonance. That I found out in 1999 in a prac class, which may or may not have indicated that I could have got in trouble, especially in that area of Melbourne University, which somehow sort of almost led out off a non-existent footbridge over another facility that wasn't actually part of the campus, but otherwise known for something which I often found myself having a smoke up around there. But that wasn't where the trouble, I don't want to bring that up. It's going off campus for a tutorial practical class is not a good idea. Well, there's some other units, student administrations or otherwise, some fucking hectic mathematicians and social engineers who are seamlessly hooked up part of the curriculum, like undergraduate physics. And doing it was boring, but it was kind of interesting. Did a class doing something on a pendulum. But I was in my private life to eventually figure me right out for a moment to just figure out, is that an abomination? Because that also represents something else. And clock, sorry, I'm a bit confused what a clock is. There's something there, and a time there. I don't know, that sort of gesture, there's some kind of shit here which will manifest as 17-hour hands and 4 seconds. I don't know. 17-hour hands and 4 seconds. To the reverse altitude, that, yeah. It could be fun. No, it's not funny. But if you're being desperate to say, I said something perverted. Let's check the previous video on concepts of infinity and being begrieved by that, and words you choose to describe a thread of the universe. And it's a dead dud point here, which is an elusive realm of 3 subvectors, where the real one ties over that way, and supposedly that name, the Koori land, a pep, Bunjul, it's no mercy warrant, but that's what it is here, how it is now. A long time ago, Bunjul, and the natives saying, don't cross this path, keep your eyes off down there, which kind of almost sounds like that Jack Ramsey, Black Summon, cut the name shit if you can hear that. Samantha Plower and fucking Divinity respawn you to jump in any second if he was defined as a boy or a girl, which I'm anticipating at that point in time. There's your heavens that way, regardless if you're in the triple venue fudge point, but if you're in that, then you can probably disregard it if that's all. I don't know. Hang on. But at the same time, whatever's going on from there, I was taking some consideration, but I suppose the Koori land is sort of like over there, and upside down Quasi land is something that in there, and I made some mistakes a while ago. There's a guy called Tom. I was a bit annoyed because something came up with his association to Bunjul and a majestic experience of he claimed to be sitting, which I was imagining under a bridge, which I associated to something near Mary Creek. Was a nasty footbridge up there where I came across something sort of bike path stuff. The Mary Creek might be better without bike paths. The concrete fucking shit. Yeah, that's one point, but there's something worse. So there's a couple of footbridges. There was a big flood there once where the creek went up over the road, where there's a train bridge here to Russell, Mary Station, and Northcote. Before that is Clifton Hill and West Garth, Hurst Bridge out that way, which is kind of whatever. What's Hurst? Universe. No, it's verse. Spawn just like as a consequence. There's some other shit. So Shiva might have been oblivious to, it may or may not have been. And the universe is like a thread through there. shivers over there, your heaven's that way. They bang some fucking donkey drums. I was thinking also the concept of sin, as far as I can tell, misappropriating a divine concept in your own fucking temple of yourself, would you misuse it as abomination to what it is? Because I was like, so my friend said that we don't need to hear the Lord's Prayer, because my friend said to ask for forgiveness for my sins, and it's like, I don't understand what, yeah, didn't know what forgiveness meant, but we don't really need to hear a glory reference and Hauwt terms and Gorgie's reference to the Lord's Prayer, law. I have every right to refuse to reference law, LAW. What is going on? That's what I mean. What is actually going on? Fix my rug. Is that a sin? If I've got a rug where like cooking areas and it's tangled up under the cupboard, is that a sin? No, that's not what I mean, but there's some native principle or really important principles of your body is a temple or whatever fancy fucking shit, and you misappropriate that in a way to abominate some faculty or a factor of the whole fucking how shit is. It's regardless how bad it is, it's still in one. Yeah. No. That's trespass, man. Because I'm saying forgiveness of sins, and that class just going sins and trespasses, hAuwt and stuff here. Now I have to. Forgiveness. Sigs. Should I mention? Your divinity upstairs, something that doesn't like the way shit's going, doesn't understand, wants to help your passage for clut that ends up saying, like I think that's a grave abomination more than, I don't know what sin is stir. Really like tantra. I'm thinking tantra, and really over-exhortating some faculty in a way to experiment on what that will do as a way to see an outcome which may need refinement enough in privacy, in the good pure essence of the fact, in a way to shake shit up, like the sinister, like shake shit up. Like I can only think of lies. Prentice Hauwt father. I just heard the Prentice Hauwt father. And he's pointing at that guy. So she's abominating the fucking fact of the law of the matter of this Prince Hauwt father, and through the divinity upstairs. It may or may not at times engage with the faggot facing the triangle circumference of that guy, in a way to engage in the Princess Hauwt father, that guy, and they will engage with that. And it's like, oh, you've got some fucking clutter sucking mug, ho neck rule that's kind of lost, but there's enough noise and divinity can hear upstairs, and is interested in, to revive her in any passage that for the best interest of everyone and their salvation or whatever, for me to actually circumference my own right to my privacy, to contemplate what I need to do for my best interest and refinement of my skill, enough to even find a word that would invoke some privilege that you have a preordained of the existence of a discernment of a passage of privilege of passage of a native principle that you have of your potential to succeed or contribute to society in the world around you, way abominating the world completely, or be able to heads for, including the fucking shit that wants to sort of support some sort of fucking muggy rugged cucker that technically didn't survive past the age of 9 years old and would like to take it out or actually believe a boy 2-3 years younger than him was responsible for it, and your divinity somehow believe that your contentious holy father who's been out in terms of ploughing, what would you say, where's she at? Who's been stoned in heaven. Okay. Disposed of heaven. Okay, yeah. Precious Holy Father who's been out and just bestoned. She's been more serious and disposed of. What was it? The original one was they really liked the fact that instead of saying it one way, which is the way, what is the law? Well, the law of forgives the sins and trespasses with those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the sanctity of evil forever. Amen. As we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from the evil of sanctimonious glug whores, rather dispose the fact that their native prince will be ever be choking and rectify your rancid fucking in the process of glorifying yourself as clutter fucking rancid rug whore forever. Amen. Hang on, but what is it? Because our sins and trespasses we forgive her as those who have forsaken native principle to trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For what does thine mean? For thine is the kingdom and glory and forever and ever. The interesting one, maybe I shouldn't jackal too much, but I was hearing that a lot recently, and I realised I was sweeping a word because they thought that sounded cooler. What was it? It's sort of reverse altitude. Whose art is in heaven. It's not necessarily forefathers. Glory, amen. Heavenly glory. Whose art in heaven, who inhabits heaven, and whose charisma and society and life and bewilderment of all odds of anything actually smash and crumple rumpy the fucking concept of everything in existence for but there was one who's outed heaven. They were saying the Lord's Prayer who they thought who's outed heaven. The Holy Father who's out in heaven. What? Okay. Still, I didn't appreciate hearing it for the fact of the matter. This is a little bit naive, are ya? Who's out? Who's out in heaven? Who's out? Okay, a little bit pensive and anxious, but to really insist on Did the Hawged Fargas, did they check all the other times they said amen in a murderous ripple rampage and students sacrificing children? And why am I anticipating based on that glugger of a wall that would like to drift a wall over this side, make sure he can't get out, that packet mongoose teleportation with reckless over did they check any other time they said amen, or they've forgotten 350 trillion years ago? Hang on. Maybe not so much that, but the other amen passage is so serious hostility, or the child murderers and neckle pedophiles and saying amen and praise and actually engage with that shit. Whereas, like, in the same time, considering that I might, it shouldn't have really, it should not have been, it wasn't intended to provoke any fucking shit of own gesture of goodwill, that if there is any other time and sentiment I might say, I don't want to fucking know, thanks. Or it's a complimentary fucking condescending nature. Is compliments of? No, complimentary? No. It's like, I think there's something to worry about. It's like your counts, that's something to worry about. You've got counts floating around. It's like you got to be careful not to call them. Like, okay, there's someone to title count. You probably won't know. No one will meet them ever, even if they do wander around. You have seen them around 20 times. Keep an eye on stuff and they have some decency. No. So here we go. This is Hawged father. Who's been out, yeah. What? Richest raid for pointing somewhere around towards my fan, who might likely use this joke. Just you know what this joke means now. Okay, I apologise to myself for cracking up. It was that's what I mean. If you can't even shed a tear in privacy without this, like, it's jumping in, like, you never mind the Chinese gestures of hypothetical relations of vHome, and it's kind of like you got to think, shed fucking neck will cut rock up, and it's like, yeah, the best way is that we're just going to ride with this for a second. But the worst thing is, like, oh yeah, I've got a lot of fucking grief, and they're worried that his shedding a tear is going to open his neck and his brain, and his ears are going to start. Is they worried about that? And you can't even shed a tear. And yeah, I'm going to personal issues, association, a bit of raw wolfy serpentina. What was that about? How strangely amusing. I'm not sure if I like it. It's a little bit alien to me right now. Now let's check to see what Chinese medicine would sell raw wolfy as certainty. Penial certainty, I get the concept right, certainty of penial misgrowth. Is that what? No? Suppose it. Heads fire. Well, that's what I mean, because being conscious of repeating those phrases in my mind, I'm like, bis joke, choke, bis. What's a bis? They're like getting fancy, man. Maybe they've always been fancy, because apparently the pagans did have some pretty fancy, like, what? And then with that amen, hallelujah. Oh, what the hallelujah mean? I'm interested in knowing, but the main point is, it's like, may I just have a little privacy, or go and have a few swigs of Shinzano out in a great forest, and and it's like just kind of fuck you, I'll be stroking you resonate raughty for forever, cause not sit pay. Nah, Paznaki is in Salem. Paznaki in Salem. Bush River Nell Fire, Roach Crying, Glass Night, Fix It, Shit, Sit, Call Fat, Lay. Cousin, well, this you. There, yeah. Just wish and praise, Merry Christmas for you fucking.